Hiya. I'm just going to showcase a tool that I made which helps compare the difference of your healing output with your current gear versus a new item that drops in a dungeon or appears on the AH that looks tempting to get. And this in particular has been helpful for me to compare the items which have like plus spell healing and intellect versus pure intellect pieces. So you can see here I've got a massive intellect item but no spell healing, whereas this one actually has increased healing done by 21 but less intellect. And I can showcase this tool, and if it's beneficial for you, you can always use the links below to access this file or the source code if you prefer to use that. So I'll just show you now. So essentially you have some inputs that you have to put in before seeing the item, of course, just to, save a bit of time in the long run. So if you have it open here, you can basically put in your current total mana. So mine is 4608, as you can see down here. The minimum heal of your max rank spell. Now what I mean by this is basically your most max rank spell, which mine is Healing Wave rank 7, and the minimum heal of it is 835. So I'm going to put that there. The reason why we do minimum is because it's more on the guaranteed side to be more accurate, because not every single heal will always be 961, and not every single one of them is going to be in the middle. So if we go by the minimum value, it means the result's going to be more consistent, at least for me. And now you can see the cost of the max rank spell. So that was 323, as you can see there. And then you put your current healing bonus. So in my case, I don't actually have any plus healing, as you can see. So in this case, I'll leave it at 0. And then the intellect lost or gained when equipping a new item. So this new item, if you compare it here, I actually lose 15 intellect. So I will actually put minus 15. And the total healing bonus if the new item is equipped. So I don't actually have any other healing pieces, as I mentioned, so if I equip this, it'll just be 21 healing for my entire gear. Calculate, and you can see my current healing output. Minimum healing output would be 11,912 versus 11,615. What does that mean? So basically it takes how many max heals you can do within your current gear. So it will just basically be about how many max heals, like max rank heals, you can basically get into your whole total mana. And then it also adds your current spell healing, because obviously each heal will have an extra 21 if you had this equipped. So it takes into adding that in and compares both of how much healing you could have for your entire bar. And in this case, if I equip this one, I'll actually lose about 300 healing, even though it's got plus 21 healing, and that's because the 15 intellect is just so great. Basically 1 intellect equals 15 mana, so 15 times 15, that's about 225. So 225 mana is essentially, you can see it's basically about 600 healing at least. If we lowered that mana down, probably about 500, something like that, 400, 300. But it takes into account that healing of how much you would have compared to the other item, at least. This is such a basic tool, but basically if you want this particular tool, I'll have a link to the executable, and I'll also have links to the source code, because the executable isn't signed, so Windows will deem it a virus, but it's not. But if you don't trust it anyway, you can always just use the source code and just read through that if you want, and compile it in Python yourself. That's absolutely fine. But yeah, thank you.